Most people ruin their peace in the same way. They wake up, check their phone, and immediately hand their mood to other people. A message gets ignored, and suddenly the mind starts racing. Someone looks more successful, more confident, more loved, and now the whole day feels smaller. A stranger's opinion becomes a wound. A delay becomes rejection. A mistake becomes a personal failure. And without noticing it, you spend your life reacting to things that were never meant to control you. But here is the strange truth. The moment you stop caring so much about everything, life starts getting lighter. Not because the world changes, but because you do. You stop chasing approval from people who were never thinking about you as much as you imagined. You stop begging life to go exactly your way. You stop treating every discomfort like a disaster. And in that space, something powerful begins to grow. Calm, freedom, happiness. Most people think happiness comes from getting more. More respect, more certainty, more attention, more validation. But the Stoics understood something deeper. Suffering often comes from attachment. The tighter you hold, the more you fear loss. The more you need everyone to understand you, the more disappointed you become. The more you depend on praise, the more fragile your confidence becomes. You do not become stronger by controlling everything. You become stronger by needing less control. Think about how much energy is wasted on things that do not deserve it. People replay conversations for hours. They obsess over being judged. They try to decode silence, fix impressions, win arguments that happened only in their head. And all that energy could have gone into building a better life, into learning, healing, moving, creating, loving, resting. But instead, it gets burned on invisible battles. The less you care about being liked, the more real you become. The less you care about proving yourself, the more confident you appear. The less you care about outcomes you cannot fully control, the more focused and effective you become. That is the paradox. Detachment does not make you weak. It makes you powerful. Because now your emotions are no longer rented out to the world. This does not mean becoming cold. It does not mean you stop loving, stop trying, or stop feeling. It means you become selective. You care deeply about what deserves your soul, and let go of what only drains it. You care about your character, your work, your values, your health, your family, your inner peace. But you stop over-investing in gossip, comparison, rejection, delays, and the endless need to be seen. Imagine how different life feels when rejection no longer humiliates you, when criticism no longer defines you, when being overlooked no longer destroys your mood. Imagine walking through the world without the constant hunger to be approved. You would speak more honestly. You would take bigger risks. You would recover faster. You would sleep better. You would finally meet yourself without all the noise. A peaceful person is not someone with a perfect life. It is someone who has stopped making everything personal. Someone who understands that people act from their own pain, their own fear, their own confusion. Someone who knows that not every closed door is an insult. Not every setback is a punishment. Not every opinion is a verdict. So the next time life provokes you, pause. Ask yourself one question. Does this really deserve my peace? Most of the time, the answer is no. And that is where your freedom begins. Because happiness is not found in controlling every event. It is found in refusing to be controlled by every event. The less you care about what cannot define you, the more space you have for what truly can. And that is when life stops feeling heavy. That is when you breathe deeper. That is when you become happier. Not because you gained the world, but because the world finally lost its power to shake you.